Hello and welcome back to my next review of a health and fitness related piece of technology. Today we have the R12 Smart Ring. Now, I went and ordered this with my own money, and by my money, I mean the money generated as ad revenue from my YouTube channel. I tend to just take that and invest it right back into the channel to bring you some nifty, unique gadgets. You will find a smartwatch and fitness tracker review playlist on my YouTube channel. You will also find a smart ring playlist on my YouTube channel. And this is the latest smart ring. Here we go. And I picked this one out specifically because it is unlike any smart ring I've seen before, in that this one will have a color LED display. At least it's supposed to. So in this segment, I'm just going to show you what comes out of the box. Then I'm going to go charge it up, wear it for several days, and come back with my full, fair, and honest review. So we've got, it looks like two charging cables here. One will be USB Type-C that will probably plug into the charging case here, which should open up, yep. And then the ring will fit in there. And these cases generally have their own batteries in there, so you could put the smart ring in there and it will charge up. I see a green light blinking there, so now a red light has come on. So there is some charge in the battery there. And now we have a second type of charging connection here, which is the magnetic charger, which will go right onto the smart ring itself. You see, maybe you don't see, but there's one button here. Let me press and hold that and see if I can make this display come to life. And it is blinking, it is doing something. Let me turn off one of the studio lights here and see what it's doing. Yeah, it lit up. So it's got a little bit of battery life out of the box. I'm gonna go charge this up, wear it for several days, but you get the two charging cables, the charging case, and a user manual. So let me go wear it for a few days, and you will see my full review in just a few seconds through the magic of editing. The app here looks like it is called JRing, J-R-I-N-G. So yeah, stay tuned and I'll tell you all the ins and outs of this smart ring. Okay, so I'm going to do this review mostly on the dark side of the moon. That means I've got the studio lights over here turned off because they're LED lights, and when I turn on the display of this smart ring, you know, the LED over here, the light flickers, the LED here flickers, and there's a frame rate on the camera, and it will lead to some flickering that really you don't perceptibly see in real life. But I've been wearing this ring multiple days, and wow, bottom line, I love this thing. For the price, it's amazing. I'm just gonna get to my conclusion right there. But there's a button here that you press, you see it right there, that will turn on the display. It's a color display, it's an LED, and if we get that on and then press and hold it while we're in time mode, there you'll see it's 100% brightness, 10% brightness, 20% brightness, 30, 40, you get the drift here. So the LEDs are different colors, which makes some of them easier to see than others, but I've been finding if I bump this thing up to 100% brightness, it's very easy to read, and I like the color display. I'm going to turn the light back on here for a second just so you can see this ring. You can see the circuitry on the inside. You can see where that charging port is. It's a very sleek looking ring. It's very light too. This guy weighs around 3.5 grams, as they say. So very, very light. You should always try to wear these things on your index finger. All right, so let's take a good look at what's going on here. Let's go through the menu here. Let's press that button. We'll turn on the display. There you see it is 9:01 in the evening. You can set this through the app to either 12 or 24-hour time. If we press 1 past that, we have our step count for the day. Press past that, we get our heart rate in real time, and you'll see that green diode on the underside of my finger here comes on, and it's taking my heart rate. That is really cool. All right, in beats per minute, SpO2 or blood oxygen saturation. You see the red diode come on here, and I believe red diodes are the very best for looking at your blood oxygen saturation or SpO2. We'll let this go in real time so you can see how long this takes. I like this measurements. There we go, 99% SpO2. Press the button again. It gives us the sleep from the night before. I got 6 hours and 45 minutes. All right, let's press that button again. And you get into the LCD. If you press and long hold this, it'll turn the LCD off to save battery life. And if we keep going, you can get into your find your phone function. Okay, hold on, let's get back there. And let's see, find your phone, where are you? Press and hold, long press. All right, there you go, and then you press it again. And you hear my phone off screen making a musical tone. Okay, stop, stop! I found my phone! It causes your phone to make that musical tone, so if you misplace your phone and you're still connected with the Ring via Bluetooth low energy, oh boy, there we go. You can hear your phone and go find it. Most times you're gonna find it in the bathroom, or in your car, or between some cushions on a sofa, or maybe underneath a pillow. All right, so then we're back to the beginning. It's a beautiful display. It's easy to read. I love the fact that it's color. This is the first in the world that I'm aware of, smart ring that is, with a color LED display. And I tried ordering this 3 times from AliExpress. And the first 2 times they timed out and they said they couldn't fulfill the order. I think they started promoting it before it was ready to ship. But then I just went ahead and bought it a 3rd time, and lo and behold, it showed up. I feel like I hit the jackpot on this one. I paid $16.62. Right now, it is selling for about twice that, $32.81. But even at that price, I would call it a solid value. It does continuous heart rate, SpO2. You can change the brightness settings of the display. It will monitor your stress. It's got the green and red LEDs, the diodes. On the underside, those would be the sensors. It's got that find your phone feature. It's got a 200 milliamp hour battery in there, which is good for about 15 days of standby. As I mentioned, it weighs only 3.5 grams, and it's got a feature if when you're connected with your smartphone, you can just wave your hand, and that will trigger the camera on your phone to take a picture. Let's go look at the app, and then I'll come back with my full, fair, and honest thoughts. The app here, again, is called JRing, J-R-I-N-G. And at the very top here, you get your progress bar, your kilocalorie burn, your distance walked or traveled, and your duration engaged in any activities. I've got 3,379 steps for the day. You can click on that and drill in, and you get a little bit more detail there. And you can look at your week and go back through the weeks and months and whatnot, okay? So you get that. There's my sleep from the night before. It'll break that down into deep sleep, light sleep, times awake, and it'll give you a quality score as the quality of your sleep. There's the day before that, the day before that. You get the drift. You can go back and see that. Here's your heart rate, your minimum heart rate, your average heart rate, your maximum heart rate. And again, this is really, really good. It'll tell you what heart rate zones you're in. And again, you can scroll back through the days and see what your numbers are doing. Here's your blood oxygen saturation below that. And it will tell you whether your degree of fatigue here based on your SpO2. And it'll tell you whether it's moderate or severe or whatever. I kind of like this. I like this a lot, actually. SpO2 from a smart ring is a really cool feature. Now, it has exercise modes in here, but just know you have to trigger this from your phone, and it gets location services from your phone, and it'll combine that with the step count and heart rate from the ring and put all that together. and give you a comprehensive understanding of what you did if you were running, cycling, climbing, or golfing, okay? So location services from your phone, only if you have location services turned on. We can go into my settings here. You have your nickname. You can set a step goal for the day, for each day. Here's where you would change units from metric to imperial or vice versa. There's a user manual built in. Here is your about. JRing, again, that's the app. This is version 1.8.7. I've kept the software updated here. And if we go back to the home screen, that's where your comprehensive data is that I just went through. And if I click on the ring itself, there you have the R12. I've got 66% battery life left. I've gotten 5 days out of this ring before I felt the need to throw it back on the charger because it was about 20% or less. You can search the device to pair it. Here's that remote selfie feature if you want to enable that, and then you can wave your hand and that will trigger your phone to take a picture. You can do a factory reset. Here's a device update, and it looks like maybe there's an update available. Yes, there's one available. So I'm going to update this in real time so you can watch how long this takes. I think this is the second update since I've owned the ring. So this is pretty cool that I can share this with you in real time, in the real life situation. And there you see the progress bar going. It looks like it went from version 190 or build 190 to build 192. So I have no idea what bugs they've fixed or what features they've enabled or whatnot. But now it is downloading the latest version of the firmware to my phone, and it'll push it to the ring. And that is just really, really cool. So now it's updated. And here you see the ring. The LED came on automatically, so I know it did its thing. Automatic heart rate test. Here is where you can enable that. Oops, pressed the wrong thing there. You can enable it, and you can set the starting time and an ending time throughout on the clock for the day, and then set the number of minutes in between those measurements. And here's where you would change from 12 to 24-hour clock. So very, very cool. I like the app. Here's my bottom line. Bottom line on this smart ring. This is the R12 color LED display. My bottom line is this is just an amazing smart ring. The color display, again, the reason I bought this in the first place was it was the first one on the market with a color LED display. Step count seemed to be pretty good. SpO2 seems to be good. Sleep tracking seems to be good. You can adjust the brightness of the smartwatch. I give this, I'm going to say 3 thumbs up. At this price point, it is just an amazing smart ring. You know, people are going to look at it and say, what the heck is that? And they're going to ask questions. It's just got that wow factor to it right now. And just the fact that you can tap a little button on a smart ring and you can see the time of day is very cool in and of itself. So there you go. That's the review. I'll drop a link below. Check out my smart ring reviews on my YouTube playlists, and I've got another one for fitness tracker and smart watches. This channel's primarily about kayaking, but I monetize it by doing health and fitness tech and gear reviews. So I hope my kayaking friends appreciate that, and I hope my smart ring and smart watch viewers understand that, yeah, I'm going to talk about kayaking a lot because that's how this channel started. So thank you so much. If you want to say thank you in ways that don't cost you anything, just leave a comment, give a thumbs up, subscribe, tell others. If you want to throw a couple dollars my way, buy me a virtual coffee below in the link, or otherwise make a donation to support my efforts. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for watching this video. I've got a smartwatch review coming up soon. I've got another smartwatch. Oh, wow, there we go. There we focused. Smartwatch review coming up later this week. Another smartwatch review after that. And then I think I've got a couple companies sending me a couple more smartwatches. I've got a smart scale Wow, I gotta catch my breath. That's a lot. I'm gonna scale back on gear reviews over the summer and focus on kayaking and kayak racing. But yeah, thanks for being here today. Subscribe and stay tuned. Follow my adventures at davethekayaker.com.